Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Gametime Gents podcast. It is me, Nardy, here with Fish and Zolt. And we have our way too early 2026-2027 rankings. We're going to project what kind of rankings or win-loss ratio we think that these teams are going to have. We have 5 different categories, 0 and 4, 5 and 7, 8 to 10 wins, 11 to 13 wins, and then 14 plus. So we're going to go through, kind of predict where we think these teams are going to go. This will probably be a pretty funny thing to look back on, kind of like how last year's was. Hopefully we don't have another Indianapolis Colts moment here, but yeah, we're excited to get that done. Preseason is happening right now. The only performance I wanted to talk about for preseason was Malik Willis. Although a very small sample size, he looked good. I think it was like 4 for 5 for 80 yards or something like that, and he just looked like he was commanding the offense out there. So, obviously the bulk of the workload did go through HN, but like we've been saying, but I don't know. The Dolphins might not be as bad as people think that they're going to be this year.
How did Quinn look?
I don't think I watched that long. Okay. For Quinn.
I watched like the first quarter of the Lions-Bengals game. I watched Joe Burrow get sacked by the Lions' second team. So I was like, all right, good.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then I watched Dexter Lawrence get bullied for a couple plays by the Lions' second team. So I'm like, all right, things are looking up in Cincinnati.
I know Ben said last week he was happy Burrow and them were playing, but that just seems... I wouldn't want Burrow playing.
Like the Lions are still dealing with injuries, so Ennis Rakestraw was in there, and he might start week 1, and he left with an injury, and I'm like, just put the fucking 4 stringers in. It's fucking preseason.
Yeah.
It's not the Lions' way, man.
But no, he was their second. He is their second string. But Kirby and Brian Branch are both hurt right now. And then segue into the 2 pieces of news that I have about, speaking of ex-Lions players, Terry Arnold, he's supposed to sign with Seattle. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did, yeah.
I did.
But he is going to land on the commissioner exempt list because he's probably going to jail.
So they're not signing him?
I don't know. Apparently they're still interested. So who knows? Whatever. Washed our hands of the guy. Don't have to deal with him. Sucks because he was kind of a little bit figuring it out, and we're decimated in the secondary. But it is what it is.
I'd be surprised if he ever played football again, if these charges stick.
Who's the guy from the Raiders?
Henry Ruggs?
Yeah, Henry Ruggs. He might make a comeback. Talks about that.
He didn't kidnap somebody.
Yeah, he murdered somebody. Big difference.
Well, he didn't mean to, right?
Did he? But I mean, he still killed somebody.
Yeah, but I think intent matters.
While drunk driving.
That's true. I forgot it was drunk.
That's a lot.
I forgot it was drunk.
The kidnapping's also bad. Don't get it twisted. They're both very bad things. But
there's
who knows?
Switzerland over there.
We'll see. And then Keenan Allen signed with the Colts for a 1-year, $8.32 million deal. So finally figure out where he's going, which is just, it's good for the Colts.
I wonder if that means they were more worried about Alec Pierce's injury than they've been letting on.
Well, didn't they just get rid of one of their wide receivers as well?
Mm-hmm. Pittman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pittman's a Steeler.
Yeah.
I got to watch a replay of the Browns preseason game. And I'm going to find a therapist. It was really bad.
Another one?
Every single quarterback that was in the game turned it over multiple times.
I know Bears fans were so excited that they scored 36 points in the first preseason game. Better than all the other NFC North teams.
Yeah, they played the Sisters of the Poor. That's why. It looked bad. Our pass rush is not as good right now, obviously. The Browns are in the market for a pass rush because we have looked into both Jadeveon Clowney, who's now a Houston Texan, and Zadarius Smith, who just signed with someone today. I can't remember who. Is he an Eagle?
Was he an Eagle now?
He went back to the Eagles?
He unretired, because wasn't he retired?
He was. He unretired, so...
I keep seeing too, speaking of retired, that Aaron Donald has worked out with the Rams like 2 or 3 times now, and I'm like, just don't do it. Don't do it.
Especially if him and Miles are on the same side of the line, dude.
No, just get hurt. Don't get hurt. Enjoy your retirement.
Maybe he's doing the Phillip Rivers thing. He wants to reset that insurance money.
He just retired. It's like 20-some years.
It is good for 5 years. The NFL veteran insurance. Yeah, it's good for 5 years. It's bad.
I don't remember.
It's real bad. It's what they're always arguing about. CBA and stuff. Fish, you got any news about football?
I got nothing. Nothing right now. Oh, well, the Saints receiver is out for 2 months. Did you want to talk about that one, Matt?
No, I mean, it's just par for the course. Every time I draft somebody once a year, they just end up getting injured or retire like Andrew Luck did. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes after I drafted him in one league. So yeah, it's pretty great. It's just every year, man. It's wild. I can't get away from it.
Yeah, honestly, it's great. It's great.
So who would you pick up in that situation? Asking for someone.
Branch, I think is his name. He's a rookie.
He's a rookie for the Saints.
For the Saints, yeah. Are you talking about replacement for him?
Yeah, for Jordan Tyson specifically.
Yeah, I would probably snag him. I would assume that Branch is going to slide in the number 2 role. I mean, this preseason, he's looked really, really good, especially at camp. People really praising what he can do. He's a little on the smaller end, but if Olave is going to take most of that focus and they have an established run game, Tyler Shuck or Show or whatever the guy's name is going to air it out like he did last year, and they had a lot of success with that. So, yeah, I would probably grab him if he hasn't. I think I snagged him in a lot of our leagues, but if he's out there,
I don't see a Branch on the depth chart.
Or is it Brown? It might be Brown. Sorry, hold on. Let me.
Oh, Brown, I do see.
Hang on, he's got to go through his rosters because he was just snagging players.
I thought about Devon Vele too, but I don't know.
Also, I just don't see him as a long-term solution.
Fish, what do you think of Jalen Hurts' new look? The old Jose Jalapeno.
I mean, as long as he can
throw the football and run the
well, don't really care.
Wait,
what
is this? Jalen Hurts?
You guys haven't seen that?
Oh no, I've seen it.
I have not seen it.
Let me send this to you real quick in Discord. And you can pull it up and put it on the screen.
Oh, he's just got the stash going.
I think it was good.
People say it looks like Jose. I just think it's a funny ass comparison because they'll put him like Jose Jalapeno in the Eagles uniform.
That is actually a very close comparison.
We'll take them.
Yeah.
We'll take them all.
That's hysterical. Oh my God.
There it is. I love it. It's great. Oh God, I can't wait. I'm so glad football's almost here.
Shout out Jeff Dunham. Are you guys ready to get this thing going?
Let's do it.
All right, so these are our not so early win-loss ratio, I guess, win expectations. So first on the docket, we do have the Saints. Saints went 6-11 last year. I do think we're going to see more wins from them. I don't know if they're going to get into 8 to 10 win tier. It's a bad division. We've already talked about that. Falcons, not great. Panthers, not great. Buccaneers are very up and down. They have a lot of new options in that building Well, they did, and then Jordan Tyson got hurt. But what do you guys think? Do you trust Chyler Shuck to get them about 6 to 10 or 8 to 10, or do we stick them in the 5 to 7 category?
I think 8 to 10. Because what they had last year, and he got hot, and then now they've got Etienne there too in the run game instead of Old Man Kamara.
Old Man Kamara's still there too.
Right. So I mean, you get like 3 good plays out of him a game, which hey, maybe he breaks a big one of the 3 plays. And then God, why can't I think of his name? The wide receiver.
Olave?
Yeah. I mean, he almost made it a whole year without getting hurt. He can continue to stay healthy. Shuck looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
I hate to say it.
It could be wrong.
I don't want Noah to get too excited, because then if they start losing really bad, his feelings get hurt and he won't get on anymore. Less than he already does. So, but I think 8 to 10 is a good spot for him.
Yeah, I don't think they get close to the 10 wins. I have them floating between like that 7 and 8, 10 or 7 and 8 range. But I mean, if they keep playing like they did last year, I don't know. It's almost like, okay, it was the end of the season. Who they really play? Are teams really going all out? Is this just Tyler just being Tyler, just saying, you know what? There's no loss here. We're going to go ahead and take over a bad team and start winning. So I don't know. I 8 to 10, I feel comfortable with though.
All right, next we have the Miami Dolphins. Now, despite what I just said about Malik Willis looking good, it was literally like 10 plays. So I think we're probably going to say they're rebuilding. I'm not going to give them more than 4 wins this year. I think they're going to shoot for that low pick and kind of see what they get in terms of value for that. So I'll say 0-4. You guys tell me if I'm wrong.
I see. I kind of see them at 5 and 7. I think they get to the 5-game win with the chain himself, and then that promising receiver that they have, the young guy, is it Caleb something? I mean, we've seen Malik Willis play well. As long as he utilizes his legs, he kind of does well. So I don't think they're going to push the 7. About that 4 to 5 range would make sense, but I don't think they go out and get Malik, sign him to this big contract, and then go, okay, now we're going to tank a year. I think it's just wasted money.
See, it wasn't that big of a contract though. It was kind of small.
So 3 years, what, 80 mil?
I don't think it was 80 mil. Let me verify it.
I mean, I agree. They're going to win at least 2 games because they play the Jets twice. I'm probably going to beat the Vikings because
3 years, 67.5.
Yeah, 22.5 per year for a quarterback. That's not a crazy amount.
Yeah, but an unproven quarterback though.
And they're gonna win 5 games at least because they play the Bills. They're going to play the Bills at the end of the year when they're in the playoffs and they're sitting all their starters. And then they're going to play the Patriots at the end of the year, who are probably also going to make the playoffs, who will also be sitting their starters. They're going to be garbage wins, but they're wins.
All right.
I'm going right with Fish, that 4 to 5. Like they're right on the cusp there.
I mean, put them at 0-4. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I just don't see a team spending that much money. Granted, yeah, it's a quarterback, it's not that much, but that's still eating up the cap. And then you're wasting his year, and then you're also wasting a change year.
Yeah, they went 7-11 last year, so I feel like this is a downgrade of a roster. You know, you can
2 is gone, so it can't be that much of a downgrade.
Left it to all you want. But, yeah.
So, and their defense wasn't horrible. I don't really remember. I don't think they were that bad.
I think they're just on the field too much.
Yeah, they were on the field a lot. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens.
11 to 13.
This one's interesting.
If Lamar goes back to what Lamar did 2 years ago, I'd feel comfortable with 11 to 13. Probably sitting at the 11 and 12. Just because that division outside of the Bengals is fairly weak, right? Bengals offense is very, very good, but the Ravens defense has always been good. And then we know that the Bengals defense on paper has improved. But if Lamar can get back to doing Lamar things and dancing, plus that was a Jacob Lane rookie has really shown up in camps, getting a lot of praise from Lamar. I can see them going back to what they were a couple of years ago and winning double-digit games and putting it up there. But the 8 to 10 range, I'd also feel comfortable with too, just because of the uncertainty of does Zay Flowers kind of go? I mean, he was a sneaky 7th overall receiver last year. Does he go back to that with the addition of Jacob Lane? Does he still have the number 1 spot, and then Zay Flowers kind of slides into a slot with Rashad Bateman going over top? You got fat Mark Andrews without additional help from Isaiah Likely. I don't know. I mean, Derrick Henry
running back, yeah.
Derrick Henry and that stuff. I mean, I think it all. I mean, we could say this about every team, but I think a lot of that stems on Lamar. But I feel comfortable now that he is fully healed, and we saw him kind of running and doing his dancing moves. I think they get to the 11 to 13. I think they mollywop the Browns multiple times.
Oh, I think you're right.
Same thing with the
They're
Steelers.
ruining
And
your
honestly,
Christmas.
they'll probably split with the Bengals, but I mean that team is just as good dropping 30 points as well as the Bengals. So, but up to you guys.
I say put them on the low end of 11 to 13.
I'm fine with 11 to 13 because
there's a lot of ifs there, you know. There's a lot of and again, new head coach, new system, you know, all that stuff. A lot of ifs, but on paper, very, very, very good football team.
If all those ifs work
They're gonna
out,
have a winning
they could
record
have
for
over
sure.
14 wins. If Lamar goes
but
back,
I don't think
to,
it's like a guaranteed thing.
No. It's not like a couple of teams we're going to talk about here. The Bengals. We have the Bengals next. So the Bengals last year, we talked about that a little bit. They went 6-11, pretty down year for the Bengals. After Burrow went out, Joe Flacco was actually really good for the Bengals.
He's got one of the best wide receiver cores in the country.
True. It's just always been the defense. Now, with the changes that they made from their defense, or to their defense rather, I think that these guys can get back into that, I hate to say it, Super Bowl contender race. I really do. I think 11 and 13 is probably the most accurate place I can put them here. 14 plus it's going to be tough for them to get to, especially if Burrow misses any kind of time. I think that they could go to 11 and 13 even with Flacco starting, 5 games, 6 games. I think that they could at least pull that out. So, what are your guys' thoughts?
Obviously we have them improving, right? In preseason doesn't tell the full story. Okay, I know that Dexter Lawrence might have been getting dummied. Same thing happened with who was it? The Giants. It was with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talks shit about him. It's
Actually,
different.
talking shit about the Bengals.
I mean, I get that. It's
I know Ben's watching.
It's different. They made a lot of good additions on defense, right? I think that offense is going to be elite, but we've already seen it. Joe already got hit twice, if not more times, in their preseason game. They still have 3 other preseason games to go through. And Joe, from my understanding, and all the starters are starting those. Joe being, he likes to hold on to the ball, extend the play. I mean, all it takes is one good hit, and we've seen it year after year from it. I think you're right, 11 to 13. I think if everything goes all well, I think that makes sense. I think realistically, we're going to sit at that 8 and 10 spot. Just bearing, keep in mind, the Eagles also had drafted and picked up a lot of defensive talent many years ago.
The Bengals also have a pretty easy schedule.
Non-conference. And I think we went 4 and 13 that year. So thanks to Vince Young. But Yeah, I mean, if they got an easier schedule, it would make sense. I mean, you could put them at the 11 to 13. I feel
like they play Miami, Tennessee, Atlanta,
Yeah,
Carolina.
they've got a pretty cupcake schedule.
They've got a pretty easy schedule. They're like you said, they're gonna split. They're gonna probably split with Baltimore. I think they're gonna beat Pittsburgh twice. They'll beat the Browns. They should beat the Browns twice, but you know, weird things
Trap
happen
game.
when the Ohio teams play. Yeah, and then Kansas City at home. So that actually be a good game to watch. I think
Yeah, let me guess. That's prime time.
So-
That's 425.
it was a 425 game actually.
Mhm.
Tickets are only $164. It's not bad.
What are you selling tickets now on the pod?
I'm on the ESPN website. I'm sorry.
I'm just messing with you.
I'll just leave.
No, I think you guys are right. I think the Bengals are unfortunately going to get back to glory. And I hate to say that. I'll be on a hiatus if that happens.
Again, a lot of ifs there too, though. If Burrow can stay healthy, if you're right, Flacco is serviceable, but if Burrow gets hurt because of the O-line, what's going to stop Flacco from getting hurt because of the O-line? So I don't know. All right, Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos next. They went 14-3 last year. You know, they had kind of the sad ending to the season with Bo Nix. Assuming he's back for the first game, not sure if that's even in the trajectory or not, but
Let me look it up.
I think the Broncos could possibly recapture some of that spark that they had last year, especially with the addition of Jalen Waddle. I think he was kind of a missing piece to this Broncos offense. Defense for the Broncos, always good, always been good, always will be good. So I think that you can probably see them capturing 14 wins again. They play the Chiefs. They do play the Rams. That'll be a tough game. Steelers, Raiders, the Bills. So Patriots, some tough games in there, but not the Raiders.
Bo
but...
Nix is supposed to start on Friday.
Okay.
Against the Packers in preseason. So should be back.
I think they could get back to that 14 wins.
Even with all the teams you just stated?
I do, because I think they're going to compete with those teams. I don't think that there's going to be any type of like
that defense is
they're going to be rolled over
too.
or anything. Yeah, the Broncos have one of the top defenses in the game, plus 90 differential in points throughout the season.
All right, stick them up there.
Didn't you draft their running back in the rookie draft?
Yeah, because J.K. Dobbins keeps coming back, he keeps getting hurt. So, like, just give the man the ball.
All right, next we got the New York Football Giants. This one's confusing to me. Went 4-13 last year, but a lot of injuries. Odell's back. If he sticks around and makes a team, who knows? They do have the Jameis Winston factor going for them. Had a lot of early picks. Malik Neighbors should be back. Jackson Dart should be back. Cam Scottaboo should be back in full force. So I think you can see, or you can expect a lot more than 4 wins from them next year. I'm just not sure how many of those or how many they're going to convert to wins. Tough division. NFC East is a lot tougher than they played last year.
I'd give them that 5 to 7 range. I think even with all those players, I think that's great. But Dallas has bolstered their entire team. Eagles have bolstered their entire team. Commanders are also, I mean, on the weaker end. But Jane Daniels comes back fully healthy. They got Stephon Diggs out there now with Scary Terry and stuff. So I think 5 to 7 plus. The Giants' home field is notorious for rupturing all kinds of ACLs. So
yeah,
there's still a lot of days left to practice. Knock on wood, hopefully there's no injury. But
I mean, they got a tough schedule too this year. I mean, it's honestly kind of a gauntlet. Like if you look at it, you know, Dallas, and then they go to LA, play the Rams. Then you get a bit easier with Tennessee, a bit easier Arizona, but then you go play Washington, play an up and coming New Orleans team. Then you go play Houston, and then Philly and Washington again. Jacksonville. Talk about them later. Colts. Really, the only 2-3 easy games they see on their schedule are Tennessee, Arizona, and again, not just throwing shade, but the Browns. Other than that, they got a schedule, man. I'm right there with you, 5-7. Honestly, probably on the low end of that. I mean, they're making the right moves. They're moving in the right direction still, but there's still some pieces they're probably missing.
You see, they said Najee Harris today. Signed Najee, got rid of Juju.
Oh, thank God. Somebody was like, oh, yeah, this guy's not that good. They just signed Najee just because of, and they're trying to do something different with Scatterbo. They're trying not to make him run so north-south and take the hits, but more dance around it. The interesting thing there is, keep in mind, they also have a Tyrone Tracy back there.
And Singletary. Najee's 4th on the depth chart.
I mean, it's just purely depth, but he's still got plenty of tank.
And they picked up Isaiah Likely, too.
Singletary caught a nice ball in the preseason game, but I don't think he's going to be. He may not even make the team. Yeah, he may not even make the team.
But having depth in a Najee Harris is pretty good depth. In case Cam gets hurt or Tyrone gets hurt, then you got that guy who can also catch out of the backfield and is also a big physicality player where he can still run north-south. Might not get you the breakaway speed that you guys want, but can at least push and move it at least 4 or 5 yards. So
yeah. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Last year, they went 9-8. Kyler Murray, the new addition.
I don't know how that happened. Their defense. I lied.
Yeah, their defense is really good. The biggest question mark here is quarterback. I know it was against second and third stringers, but man, did Carson Wentz look good the other day during preseason. He looked like he's been.
Tyler's the starter.
Recapturing that MVP. Well, he is right now, but I feel like none of this is set in stone at all. Because didn't they sign Kyler for kind of a low amount?
A few $100 million, right, for 2 years?
I don't think it was that much. He's not big.
Let me give it a goog. 1 year, $1.3 million.
Very low. So they're not married to him being the long-term guy. JJ McCarthy.
They want the guy they drafted high to work out.
I don't think he's going to, personally. I think he's kind of buns. But Carson Wentz looks really good. It just takes one of these guys to buy in with Kevin O'Connell, though, and for him to get, the correct things out of him. So what do we think is going to end up happening here?
I think they'll squeak out another 500 season.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say 8 to 10. I mean, if they did all that with a struggling offense, I mean, that really just shows you how good their defense was. And to my knowledge, I don't think they lost any crucial players on defense. And if anything, gained a better quarterback. Jay Jettis also still had over 1,000 yards last season for
barely
not being force-fed the ball when he should have been. So I think a 500 season, it makes sense. I mean, they do play some pretty wily teams out there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the NFC North is a fun little gauntlet.
It's a tough division. All right, next we have, who's also in the tough division, the Rams. Well, half of the division is tough, at least. This team could easily have over 14 wins. I mean, it's not even a question.
Put them up there. Don't even need to talk about it. Just put them up there. This is a stipulation of the defense is not the worry. Unfortunately, I traded for him. Well, not unfortunately, but as long as Puka can as long as his off-field antics does not get him in trouble and he doesn't miss time for being stupid, this should easily be a 14-plus win team with zero hesitation.
Yeah. I mean, they're just stacked on both sides of the ball, on paper and just watching it.
Sorry, Zoltowski, but it's going to be them, the Seahawks, or the Eagles to come out of the NFC.
I mean, Madden said the Lions are winning the Super Bowl against the Bengals this year, and Joe Burrow's regular season MVP. So I don't know. We'll hold on to that deep hope out there.
Did a super sim of a franchise already?
I don't know. Popped up on my Facebook feed.
Next, we got the Buccaneers. Had a lot of injuries last year. It's already kind of starting again for them. Emeka Ibuka has a toe injury. Jaden McMillan has a knee injury. Vita Vea has not been there. Baker Mayfield is reportedly unhappy with his contract that he just signed last year. So, I don't know. This team is in that bad division again. They play the Bengals and Browns the first 2 weeks. Schedule is somewhat difficult, somewhat not difficult. They play the NFC North and the AFC North, it looks like. But, well, not the AFC North, just the Bengals and Browns. Anyways, I think this team could probably go.
And
Oh, do they?
They play all of them.
Okay, they do. I just didn't see them there. I think that they'll win their division, but this division doesn't need more than 10 wins to win.
8-10.
Yeah.
8-10. This division's ass. I think the Panthers got in with an 8-9 record last year, didn't they? Into the playoffs.
Yeah.
3 of the teams have 8-9 records.
Yeah. So division's rough. Just like all the issues you talked about. Vita Vea is gone. He's not participating right now. He wants out. They're still planning to start Baker, but if he wants out, he might just not try his best. They lost. Mike Evans is gone. Yeah, Emeka Ibuka looked really good last year, and Chris Godwin's still there. But I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of off the field issues too. And if they can't get those figured out, that's just problems.
Yeah, I think Baker will play all year, but Jake Browning's the second guy behind him, so a lot of Cincinnati fans remember him. Next, we have the Detroit Lions, finished last year 9-8. A lot of secondary issues for this team. Very prolific offense. You got Pacheco sliding in there for Monty. So Tusky, I'm curious to know what you think about this team.
The secondary worries me. It has that's been our Achilles heel the past couple of years. And injuries. Offense is pretty good. Excited for Pacheco to join. I think he kind of fills that Monty role well. Has a chance to actually run the ball because he will have an O-line to run behind. Got some new faces there too, so hopefully that looks better. Got a new OC. We know that. We love that feeling, don't we, Fish? Love the fact that we have new OCs.
Mm-hmm.
I love my team.
Kellen Moore.
Who?
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. Yeah, I miss Ben Johnson a lot. Oh, I miss him a whole lot. But I am excited about. We picked up the Cardinals guy who made magic with the beef brisket and Michael Wilson last year. So I want to be optimistic. But the realist in me says 10 wins.
I'm just gonna slide him at 8 and 10 spot.
Yeah, right in there. But on the high end, it's because we do have an easier schedule. We play Miami, play Arizona, play Carolina, play the Jets. Play the Falcons and Tennessee. So it was pretty easy. But divisions, it's a gauntlet. The best division football, if you ask me. That might be a little bit biased, but I think all the teams they were the only division where every team had a winning record last year. So I don't know if we can figure the defensive stuff out and stay healthy. I mean, yeah, we could make it all the way. People say that their window is closed. I don't think it has. I think that we got the right guys at the helm, and that's been the biggest problem too before that. So. Yeah,
I agree. I think 8 and 10. I think if they were in any other division, they could get 11 to 13. But like you said, NFC North is tough.
I'm not saying that 11 and 13 isn't possible. I'm just saying I expect them to win 10 games this year, and maybe win the division depending on how Caleb does, but he should be pretty good. I'm not too worried about Green Bay. I'm really not worried about Minnesota other than their defense. But there's that, it's possible it could happen, but the realist in me is saying, yeah, you're gonna win probably 10 games. So
speaking of Caleb, we have the Bears up next. This looks to be the toughest schedule in sports right now. So they played the Vikings, the Eagles, the Packers, the Patriots, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Lions, Jaguars, Bills. So those are a lot of tough games. They went 11-6 last year. They had a pretty easy schedule last year. Caleb Williams doesn't really turn over the ball. Their first round pick looked fantastic playing against the Browns. Now he's playing against the Browns, but Dylan Thieneman, whatever his last name is, the safety from Oregon, he looked great. Their linebacking core is very, very fast. It's almost like they have 7 DBs out there at all times. So I think that I think they're going to regress a little bit this year. I think they're going to be in that 8-10 window, and I think they're going to struggle a little bit more than they're expecting to.
Yep, that schedule's rough. That's a rough schedule. On top of your divisional games, especially when they play Seattle on the road and Buffalo on the road, and those are 2 very hard places to play at.
Buffalo late too.
December, middle of December, Buffalo. So it's probably going to be like 8 feet of snow.
It's going to be a rough one.
And Caleb's from California.
All right, next one we have here, we have the San Francisco 49ers. It's already starting, boys. They were 12-5 last year. The injuries are already starting. All of the worries about the, what is it, a power surges?
The power substation.
Substation, yeah. I don't know how to feel about this team. Old receivers.
Dude, the Shanahan system, man.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that too. Because this could easily be somehow they pull it out, they feed Calf, and he's fine. He plays the whole season. They gave him an extremely large workload last year, where I think he had 990 something snaps, which he hasn't done that since 2019, I think. And that's when he was younger. It wouldn't surprise me if for some reason injuries continue to plague them and they go 5-7, with the 7 being a more realistic option with them.
Yeah.
Just because the defense is good, but this whole team is getting older, except for some of the receivers, and then the 19 running backs and then the quarterback. Outside of that, it's not looking good. It's not sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's just that Shannon. We saw it. Was it 2 years ago when they went through their 4th string running back and he still had a great game? I think it was my fantasy. He was my sleeper and then my hero the next week.
Is it Garendo?
A Garendo. Yeah.
Yeah, guy go fuck himself. How about that?
He's out. So he did. He did. He's on the pup.
You talk about the Shanahan system, but like, I feel like he's like trying to see how late in the ages he can make the system still work. He's like doing some testing. Like, all right, if I get some guys from a retirement home, are they going to be able to run the Shanahan system?
They did sign Mike. They got Mike Evans.
And the Debo's 32. Back.
Yeah, Debo. George Kittle's 80,000 years old. He's on the pup. He's also 32.
It's going to be a tough season to be a 49ers fan. All right, next we got the Eagles.
Trent Williams is 38.
Yeah, but he's still Trent Williams. You'll talk about Trent Williams.
That's insane, dude, for a left tackle to be that old.
Yeah. And also cancer survivor. Pretty crazy.
Talk about a fighter.
Next we got the Eagles. They went 11-6 last year. Is that right? Yes. Tough division, somewhat. Going to be tougher this year, I think, for them, division-wise. But I think that with not a, what was his name, Fish? Your offensive coordinator from last year.
Don't.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Petula,
Petula, that's
Petula
right.
Plummet.
Kevin Petula.
I think you guys are going to be fine.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, interesting new look. Saquon, hopefully he stays healthy. I give you guys 11-13 again.
And Malachi Lemon.
Yeah, give us that too. Reek Woolen being back there as well. I mean, we got an offensive coordinator that actually played football and studied football, not just, read a pop-up book like the other jackass. So, Rock's going through someone's window. Some say it's unjustifiable. I can see the good and the bad. So, it would make sense. We're probably going to split with Dallas. It's always a shootout with them. I mean, you guys know anything it doesn't matter if you got a freshman high school team in your division, somehow you end up losing. These division games are just nuts. That division is very, very on the up and up with at least 2 of the 3 teams. So I think 11-13 is more realistic. Hopefully kind of stay in that 12 realm and advance. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if the Jose Jalapeno can game manage well enough.
I mean, your defense too is just
defense is good.
Yeah,
I think we're going to use a lot of I formation, utilize Saquon instead of these dumb scripted plays from 3rd and 98 like Coach Cox did back in high school. Like, it didn't make any sense.
You mean run it straight up the middle out of a shotgun formation, out of a single back?
Yeah, it
works out great.
Doesn't make any sense. So
sorry, Coach, if you're watching this.
So yeah, it makes sense there.
I agree.
All right, next we have the corniest quarterback room in the entire league. I kind of wish that they would sign Russell Wilson just to see like what that 3-headed monster would look like. But yeah, we got the Raiders. They went 0-3 last year.
0-3.
They stopped playing 3 games.
3-14.
Like they scrap season.
3-14. Just a bad team all around. I don't know if Fernando is going to do much to help them. Kirk Cousins might do something for a little bit, but they've just got no one to throw to. I mean, they've got Brock Powers, and that's it. There's nobody else.
I get Jalen Naylor there too now.
There's nobody else. I'll say it again. There's nobody else. This team is it's bad. Ashton Genty.
Yep, keep going if you want.
That's it.
All right.
You know, hot take. It's 5-7 though.
You're saying 5-7 for the Raiders?
Yeah, I'll say that for the Raiders.
I'm saying 0-4.
I think their defense is
I don't remember their defense being decent at all last year.
The tiebreaker. 5-7 or 0-4.
Oh man.
And their schedule is not crazy.
Yeah, do 5-7. Do 5-7.
You guys are nuts.
I think though, if Mendoza takes over the reins, I think that they'll win at least 5.
I'll put a dozen coffees on it.
Okay.
What they've realized is that Ashton Genty under Chip Kelly is like, hey, stand up straight, now get down, stand up straight. He's not going to do up downs anymore. I think they'll just go back to being, okay, what was he known for in college and how was he his best player back then? Okay, great. Let's just replicate that now. They'll squeak out wins. Now, if they play, are they going to play the Cardinals 12 times? Hopefully. And they squeak out 12 wins. But I think realistically, there'll be a crapshoot and they'll end up getting 5.
They play, so it's Miami, Chargers, Saints, the Chiefs, Pats, Buffalo, Rams, Jets, 49ers, and then the Seahawks, Denver, the Browns, the Chargers, Denver, the Titans, and the Cardinals.
Oh, so 5 wins.
5 wins.
5 wins.
I think they're going to beat the Chiefs twice. I think they're going to, because I hate the Chiefs.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
So
during the pre-shows.
In somehow in the middle of the season, week 9 last year, like if you look at their games, they're 1-score games. They lost to Jacksonville 30-29 overtime. They lost to Denver 10-7. They got blown out by Kansas City. They beat Tennessee. Obviously, they're going to beat Tennessee. They lost to the Bears by 1 on that last second bullshit play. They beat New England the first week of the season. Go ahead.
Who was their quarterback last year?
Geno Smith.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And they somehow kept it close. So I just think they're going to be better this year. I don't know.
You want to put coffee on it?
I'll put coffee on it.
I'll put a coffee on it. I don't see him
That's
going
fine.
over 4
You're
runs.
You're under 4. Okay, you're 4.
I'm under 4.
I'll take 5 and over.
Yeah, I
4
just think
under.
it's possible. And the biggest thing we always, we talk about, how it starts in the trenches. They swindled the shit out of the Ravens for their center. The center's your leader. They've got a vet there who's been on a team that wins games. And Kirk Cousins somehow figures out how to get shit done sometimes.
This looks like
When
Walker
he's
right
done
now.
shopping at Kohl's. So I'll vouch for him. I love it. We love a good underdog story.
I'm much more confident after the teams you just listed that they're not going to win 4 games.
That's crazy.
You don't think they're going to beat the
down.
Jets,
Double down.
the Titans, the Cardinals, or Miami?
Or the Browns.
Or the Browns?
No.
I think Nakobe Dean's going to eat all of your quarterbacks for lunch that day.
As long as he stays healthy. I got him in fantasy. IDP.
Yeah. And Max Crosby. Don't forget, Max Crosby's there too.
Yeah, but they're all going to be gassed by game 4 because they're going to be on the field for so long.
I don't think so. I think game management wise, I think Mendoza will figure it out. Him and his older father.
It's literally his dad. It's literally his dad. It's his dad.
Wouldn't Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston there just be like the pinnacle quarterback room?
No,
Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell. Anyways, we got the Packers next. Stay on track here, boys. Packers went 9-7-1 last year. Their schedule is probably middle of the road, I would say. They do play the Rams and the Bills. They play the Bears twice, obviously. Play the Lions twice. Play the Vikings twice. Other than that, not really many crazy matchups there. I could see them sticking in the 11-13, 8-10.
Damn, you're giving him 11-13.
I think it's going to be a lot more clear for Jordan Love who he needs to throw the ball to this year.
Yeah, but also keep in mind that we don't know the Alex.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is going to jail as well. So who's going to run the ball? I don't know. I just like to say that because it's fun, and it's never a good sign when it happened a while ago and we still don't have an answer.
That's true.
Yeah, like slap the ban on the guy.
It's putting this whole division at 8-10.
They were all 9 or higher last year. They got a tie last year.
True. All right, next we got the Red Scare, the Washington Commies. They went 5-12 last year. We know why that is. Jane Daniels went out with a gruesome elbow injury on his non-throwing hand, or non-throwing arm rather. Just watched it back on Netflix's Quarterback, and I groaned on my couch. It was so gross. And then the angle Netflix got is way worse. Let me tell you, it is a nasty injury. I think if he's able to bounce back and he's able to be the quarterback he was it 2 years ago? They're not going to have 12 wins again, but I could see them going 8-10.
8-10 for sure. They also bolstered their defense. They drafted Sonny Styles. They picked up Amik Robertson from the Lions, who is very good at locking somebody down. He was very good at. He was the whole reason. They only picked him because he played against Jay Jettas like his entire high school and college career. That was his job. He was the Jay Jettas guy. So
Go shout out Jay Jettis. Tell him things about his childhood.
Yeah, and then Mikey Sanderson from Michigan. Really good cornerback. Really good cornerback. So, yeah.
All right, next we have the Cardinals. They were, what did they go last year? 3-14, so another pretty low team. Trey McBride, that's a positive. Jeremiah Love, that's positive. Marvin Harrison, pretty sure that's still a question mark at this point. You know who looked really good in their preseason game? Gardner Minshew. He looked
So
great.
their starter's gonna tear their ACL. Okay.
Just saying, he looked really good. Jacoby Brissett, I don't think he's is he practicing or doing anything yet?
I think he got his new contract, didn't he?
Oh, did he? I have no idea. I haven't been that plugged into the Cardinals.
I was like, he was playing in preseason.
Nope. Let's look and see if he got a new contract.
He completed all 5 of his passes, had a 1 touchdown.
1 year, $15.5 million fully guaranteed. In July, he signed up.
How much?
1 year, 15.5 fully guaranteed. And could reach up to 21 with performance incentives. So they're
I am
banking
positive that's not what he was looking for, but he signed something. So Jacoby's probably going to be the starter. Gardner Minshew, and then Carson Beck is going to be on the roster, I guess. Do we think that the Cardinals are going to get that much of a pump from Jeremiah Love? I mean, there are a lot of running backs here. We've talked about this.
I mean, he's got a high ankle sprain, so not the first 2 weeks.
Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier, James Conner, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Henry Ford. Oh, sorry, Trey Benson. Trey Benson's also there. There you go, Fish. I see much of the same for them next year. I don't know about you guys. They got to play the Rams twice. Got to play the Niners twice. Sucks for them. Lions, Broncos.
I'd be surprised if they got 5 wins, but I feel comfortable with the 0-4.
This is messed up. That is a hard schedule for the Cardinals to have.
That's rough.
Chargers, Seahawks, Niners, Giants, Lions, Rams, Broncos, Cowboys, Seahawks, Rams, Chiefs, Commanders, Eagles, Jets, Saints, Raiders, 49ers. I mean, the Raiders, the Jets, and that's pretty much the only competitive games they're going to have, I think. I'm going 0-4. You guys tell me if I'm wrong.
Nope.
Yeah, that schedule's rough. Carson Beck, by the way, in the Hall of Fame game went 15 for 19 for 188 yards and 1 tutty. So,
yeah, but that's a Hall of Fame game.
He's also already almost in his 30s. I'm pretty sure he's old. He was in college for 8 years.
Brandon Whedon kind of rookie.
Yes.
Next, we have the Steelers. They went 10-7 last year. Old man Rodgers is coming back for another one. Yes, Fish.
I think the Tomlin era of them going at least breaking even is over. I think they go 5-7.
You don't have any trust in McCarthy?
No.
Okay.
And it's not because of McCarthy. It's simply because of Rodgers. I don't think Rodgers hasn't really performed that well in the last 5 years. I don't think that the receivers, Pittman will be fine, but I don't know. That division that they're in is way too tough. I don't know. You would need a stellar performance from Rodgers, and then who's the guy, Drew Aller, behind him, who looked decent.
It goes Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, and then Aller's 4th. So this is Howard's 2nd year. He was drafted at OSU last year.
These are unofficial depth charts, though. Very unofficial.
It's just whatever's on ESPN right now.
It's just listing the
with
guys.
Jalen Warren, and then don't forget they got Rico Dowdle too. So, but yeah, their wide receiver core it's Michael Pittman because DK is so inconsistent. And as much as I want Roman Wilson to do well because he's a Michigan guy, he had a couple he was really good at Michigan when they rarely threw the ball. He's not having a good time. But I think there's 1 year left of the Tomlin bullshit left in the Steelers. And I think they somehow, because of the division, because there's 2 other tough teams, but they'll somehow split with the Bengals. They'll probably beat Cleveland twice, and then they play Carolina, Tennessee. They got a weak schedule. I play the Falcons. I don't know who's.
So are you putting them at 8-10?
So by a miracle.
I'll put another coffee on it. I say they go sub 7.
Okay, yeah, I'll put coffee on it. I think it's just one. There's just a little bit of Tomlin black magic left in the facility. Sorry, Tomlin. Do you want me to? Tomlin white magic? Is that the correct thing to say?
It's just weird for me to put them at 5 and 7, like the 5 to 7 win range.
I mean, put them at 8 and 10, and then both you guys can get me coffees.
I mean, I'm out on this coffee, but I couldn't give 2 shits how many wins they have as long as it's under 10.
I mean, honestly, I would love for them to lose all the games because fuck the Steelers, fuck the Penguins, fuck the Pirates.
And we're demonetized. No, just kidding.
We were never monetized.
True. I'll leave them at 5 and 7 for now.
I'll put them up at 8 and 10.
Yeah, put it up there. The coffee's on it. We're good, Fish. Don't worry.
You know what we should have.
There's
though?
too much symmetry on this right now.
A little sidebar. Yeah, no, 100%. A little coffee like sticker. So we do our usual bets. You slap a coffee little sticker on.
I'll just transfer one of the 17 that Nutter owes me to you, Fish.
Is that how that works?
Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, he owes you a bunch too.
He owes me a
lot of coffee.
I own equity in one of those coffee joints.
Just listen, 2 bags of the Wawa hazelnut coffee and your debt's probably cleared.
Honestly,
see,
if you put a coffee on it, it's only like $10.99, $11.99 a bag at Wawa.
Good, so
good. I will gladly take one. Actually, you know what? Both of you, because I think everybody owes me. And Bosom owes me 4 coffee shops. I think.
I don't owe you that many coffees. I haven't made that many coffee bets with you.
But I will make a deal. Every 1 bag of Wawa coffee, I'll subtract. I don't know, judges. What are we thinking?
How many cups do you get out of a bag?
Not enough. Realistically, a lot. Me? I don't know. I like it extra strong. I'll subtract 3 coffees for every bag.
3 for? I guess price wise. I'll give you that price wise.
Honestly, price wise, because one of my coffees at that stupid coffee shop down the block from everybody, it's like $11 anyway.
Nuts.
So I'll subtract 3 coffees.
Coffee.
It's got to be the Wawa hazelnut. And if you get anything else, I'm adding 3 coffees.
What about you guys try that wine and stuff we got you yet?
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay, so
it's very good.
That could also be
Wawa hazelnut. I had to scrummage and go get another bag of Wawa hazelnut. So.
Dude, I needed gas, and we drove out of the way so I could go to Wawa because 1, gas was cheaper, and I had 30 cents off, and because I wanted the Coke Freestyle. Because my new combination, by the way, this is goated, gotta try it. Half pineapple Sprite 0, half Fanta pineapple 0. So good.
This is not a sponsored segment, by the way, by Wawa.
I wish it was. Wish it was. I'll get it tattooed right here on my forehead.
All right, next we got the Bills. The Bills went 12-5 last year. This division's kind of funny. 2 great teams, 2 awful teams. Josh Allen finally has a receiver. It's been the thing that's been holding him back his entire career. That's what people will tell you. They play the Texans, Lions, Chargers, Patriots, Rams, Raiders, Ravens, Vikings, Jets, Dolphins, Chiefs, Patriots, Packers, Bears, Broncos, Dolphins, Jets again. Not too terrible of a schedule. You're thinking 11 and 13?
11 and 13.
Why wouldn't you put them in the 14 range?
Because they're going to sit their starters the last 2 weeks of the season after they win the division in week 14.
Patriots are in that division.
Yeah, the Patriots had a cupcake schedule last year.
Yeah, I don't think the Patriots are going to do what they did last year.
All right, let's do the Patriots
We'll
right
get
now
there.
then.
Okay.
Patriots last year went 14-3. Where are you guys putting them?
8-10.
Yep.
8-10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at least giving them 11-13. Drake May is.
Yeah. Well,
Put a coffee on it.
I'll put a coffee on it.
Put a coffee on it.
Put a cup on it.
I'll put a Wawa hazelnut bag on it.
That what? They go 11 or 13?
11 plus.
I'll take 4 energy drinks of my choosing. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's part of a deal where it's like buy 2 get 1 free or something. So the cost is
Appreciate
about
that.
the same.
This economy. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I love a good energy drink. Yeah, and they got a decent.
They did pick up Brown and Romeo Dubes.
They're still not going to give the ball to Travion enough.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to almost win their 11th game, and old Butterhands is going to run out there. And he's going to drop the ball.
And the game's going to be over.
And it's going to be an 8-point play the other way. That's what's going to happen.
I think you're right on the 11 and 13. Sorry, I'm really falling back here. I'd agree with that. I forgot the additions that they made.
Yeah,
I keep reflecting on what they did in the Super Bowl, where they had to play like a stout team and they got absolutely demolished.
Yeah, they did.
Drake May was a freshman last year. We know about the sophomore slump, but there's too many pieces. Unless, like Nutter said, unless they keep old Butterhands in there, and Travion doesn't get the ball. That downtown card is going to be worth nothing if they get the
This
ball.
is year 3 for him.
This is year 3
Is
for
it?
Drake.
Is May?
Yeah, he was drafted in 24.
Did he start in 24?
I think so. At least partially.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a full season.
So he started.
So
13
last year
games.
was. Did he?
Mm-hmm.
So his sophomore year is coming up. So that's what it boils down to. I hate to be right. I really do.
Is that what we're doing?
God.
All right, next we got the Kevin Stefanski-led Falcons. Ew. The Falcons last year went, I'm just going to assume it was 8-9. I haven't seen it yet. Yep, 8-9.
8-9. I think the Saints were the only team in that division to not go 8-9.
They were. They in fact were. Added Tua. Added AJ
Penix
Terrell's little brother. Penix is still there. He's still hurt. Bijan's there. Drake London is pretty much the only receiving option. Kyle Pitts, we know who he is. He's going to have 2 big games a year, and it's just going to be the ones that they don't protect the 9 routes. So, Zadarius Smith is a Falcon.
Oh, he signed there?
Yeah, he signed with the Falcons. I see him here now.
I thought I saw him sign with us. Well,
yeah, 13 hours ago.
You the one that got Black Adam Shafter today?
I might have, actually. It was a quick little scroll, and I was like, oh, Smith. Sweet.
Yeah. I see this team.
Jalen Walker tore his ACL and is out for the entire season.
Yeah.
James Pierce is suspended for the first 8 games.
Yep.
So he's there.
5-7.
They need some.
Yeah, division is just awful. We talk too much shit about this division, but it's true.
I'll give him 5-7. I think Stefanski's going to shit all over himself.
I think, again, it's quarterback's their biggest question. They paid all that money for Kirk Cousins just to have him for a year, ship him away, to draft Penix early, and he didn't work out. Hey, they got Cooper Rush. It might be Cooper Rush's time to shine.
No.
And shine by hand the ball off to Bijan and let him run. Kyle Pitts, look at his first touchdown week 4.
Oh, we got the touchdown projection already. I love it.
Week 4.
Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks. This team's just great, by all means. 14-3 last year. Could see them getting 14 wins again. I don't think it's much to even talk about at this point.
Yeah.
You guys tell me if I'm wrong.
Do you think them losing Kenny Walker, you think that's going to factor into much? Or do you think Pierce is going to step into that role?
I think Price is going to be fine.
Price.
That
Yeah,
one too. I was talking about his brother
yeah.
Pierce, but I can even talk about Price too if you want.
Yeah.
Pierce, and then when Charbonnet comes back, I think they'll be fine. They also have Emmanuel
Jason.
Wilson there. The guy that was really good for the Packers, and Josh Jacobs missing time. So I think that they're going to be pretty decent. We can just do this real quick. Browns 0-4.
Is there a category underneath 0-4?
-2.
No. I'm not going to make one for him.
-2.
Next team we have the Houston Texans.
God, this one's hard because it just depends on their defense is so good.
They get any kind of offense.
Yeah, it depends on which CJ decides to finally show up to the fucking facility.
Well, the same CJ showed up for the last 3 years. The only CJ that was good was the first year CJ. So Tank Dell is reportedly supposed to come back strong.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I think he's like running routes right now, which is just crazy. I don't know if he got the first ever successful human leg transplant, but he is. He's going to come back.
Walking at this point. Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's awesome. It's great to hear. You know that was brutal.
This is questionable right now. Nico Collins, Xavier Hutchinson,
full practice.
Yeah, he is full practice.
So
Jaden Higgins is out there again. David Montgomery's there now.
Something they were missing last year was the established run game. Chubb did fine there, but so Marsh.
They got Demo now.
I think they'll figure that piece out, and everything should kind of fall in suit. 8-10?
I mean, they did better than that last year.
Did they?
They went 12-5 last year.
Yeah, I could see him going. Yeah, dude, that defense.
Off the back of the defense alone, I could see him repeating
that's right. Defense.
Yeah, their defense is monstrous. I put them back in the 11 and 13.
Tennessee, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville are going to be their opponents, and we know none of those teams are very sure of what they're going to be next year. I put them in 11 and 13 again.
It checks out.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's their big competition in the division.
All right, next we have Fish's other favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs, who went 6-11 last year.
Put them back in. Put them in 5-7.
No, I'm not putting them at 5-7. I will not put.
Do not have an offensive line.
Yes, they do. Why do you keep saying that? They have 3 good offensive linemen. I don't know why you keep riding on this. Josh Simmons is good. Creed Humphrey's good. Trey Smith is good. Creed Humphrey is one of the best centers in the game.
I hate the Chiefs. Leave me alone.
I mean, that's fair, but
and last year it didn't look like they had an offensive line. Are these all guys that are returning from last year?
Josh Simmons and Creed Humphrey are, and Trey Smith is. I think that they're getting huge upgrades at left guard and right tackle. Jawan Taylor's not going to jump off sides 8 times a game.
I never get called. It doesn't matter.
He got called a couple times. Anyways, Patrick Mahomes is back. Kenny Walker, the new addition. Sounds like an album cover. Kenny Walker, the new addition.
Fields, Wildcat Justin Fields.
Wildcat Justin Fields is there. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy are going to be the 2 main receiving options other than Travis Kelce. They have Tyquan Thornton at the 3 receiver spot. I don't think this is going to go back to like the old Tyreek Hill days where they're just blowing everybody out. I could see them going 8-10.
Yeah, Travis alone will cost them at least 3 games. So 100%. I think 8-10 depends on if Rashee is healthy. For how much
do we know if
likes...
he's serving another suspension or anything for violating his parole and having to go to jail?
Nah, he's good. He's good. I already texted the guy. He's fine.
I hate you.
He's good. He's good.
I have no idea what any of that is going to be. Chris Jones is still there.
No.
You could cut his leg off, count the rings. Pretty old. We got 8-10 here.
Patty Mahomes going to be back for week 1 with his injury, with his ACL that he exploded last year.
Yes. At least that's what they're projecting.
I think he's back throwing right now. He's just not playing in the preseason. I wouldn't have him play against the Rams either.
No. No, I just don't know if it's because it was his not only his ACL but his LCL too. He fucked up his knee.
A lot of ligaments.
Is he gonna be able to move and do
Yeah,
his little Superman throws?
he'll still do a zesty waddle back to the huddle, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, put him at 8-10. I'm just throwing shade. Obviously, I hope they lose a lot more games. I hope they go 6-11 again, or even worse. That'd be great. I'd celebrate.
Well,
Just like when Tom Brady was on the Patriots and they were really good. You know, we hate them because they win.
Here's a team that we hopefully sees lots of L's next year.
The Cowgirls, Jesus.
The Cowgirls,
girls.
The allegories.
Jerry Jones's glory holes coming up next. They went 7-9-1 last year. Scored a lot of points. Give up a lot of points. They scored so many points that they still went -40 last year, which is pretty crazy.
I think that changes. I can see them with that offense and them bolstering their defense. I can see them going 11-13.
Yeah, a lot of additions on the defense.
Yeah.
I could see them doing pretty well.
Unfortunately,
thinking 11-13.
I think so.
Yeah, they got Caleb Downs. I forgot about that. He's pretty good.
All right, next team we have the 11-6 Los Angeles Chargers. Not to sound like a broken record, they lost 2 great offensive linemen last year, and you know, what's his name? I can never remember his name.
Joel
Beast Herbert was running for his life the whole time. So, the bad thing is Taylor Biotish did get carted off with a leg injury today.
Yeah,
he was the center that they got from the Commanders. He's really, really good, both running and pass blocking. I don't know I don't think anyone knows the extent of that quite yet, but it seems like it's kind of already being a start to something that they already went through last year.
Oh yeah, he was down for 5 minutes. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all. Hopefully, Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt are able to remain standing upright this year. But you got Omarion, Justin Herbert, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Trey Harris, Keaton Mitchell, the new addition, Kamani Videla still there. Pretty deep running back room. Their defense is always good, always going to be good. I think you can expect probably some more wins for them this year, especially if the offensive line stays healthy. I would put them in 11-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Jets next. This one's real interesting.
No, it's not.
It is because all the new pieces, all the young new talent, all that going on. Geno Smith is still the quarterback, unfortunately, or the new quarterback, I should say. That's going to be rough.
0-4. You put him at 0-4.
0-4? Okay. I think they could probably get 5-7. But if you want to put them in 0-4, I'm not going to throw a fit about it.
Yeah, put them in 0-4.
You think they get to 5-7?
Cade Klubnik starts week 6.
I do. Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to throw a fit.
I mean, they're gonna beat the Browns and the Titans.
They play the Titans twice. Just kidding, they don't. They play them once. They're gonna beat the Dolphins twice, probably. Beat the Browns. That's 4 wins right there. Maybe they'll squeak out one against the Cardinals. I could see them winning 5 games.
Okay.
I'll leave them 0-4. I'm not.
I mean, if their defense can get some turnovers, then yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna fight you on it. Next we have the Carolina Panthers, the division-winning Carolina Panthers from last year at 8-9. Ted McMillan's still there. We can look and see if old Bryce Young's going to take another step up. Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, the little Etienne are going to be the running backs for this squad. Jalen Coker's there, Xavier Legette, John Mechie joined the team, Jimmy Horn Jr. From wherever Dion coached last year, Colorado. They do have, what's his name? The corner. I'm so bad at remembering names. Travis Hunter. Thank you. Oh no, wait, that's a whole different team. I'm losing my mind.
I was gonna say wrong team, bud. Wrong cat team.
I'm gonna cut all that out. How do we feel about the Carolina Panthers?
8-10, because the division is going to have 3 teams to go 8-10, and one of them's going to be terrible, and the Falcons are going to be the terrible one this year. Yeah. Or 8-9.
I can see it being like that too. Supposedly, Jonathan Brooks is taking a step up this year, though.
Well,
good.
That's the only step he can take.
Yeah. Or we're lucky he's taking any steps with his knee surgeries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tet looked real good last year. Bryce is trying to figure it out.
Next, we have the Titans. The Titans were 3-14 last year. I'll be honest, I've been watching quarterback, and Cam Ward has been one of the guys kind of highlighted in that documentary. Really like Cam Ward. I like his demeanor. I think he is doing the best he can with a really crappy situation, and that crappy situation's name was Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan is no longer there. They have a new head coach, I believe. I'm not sure who it is, but I think that anyone's going to be better than Callahan, seeing how Callahan was as a coach. They've got Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, Nicholas Singleton still there. Or Nicholas
Brian
Singleton,
Dable.
they're new. Brian Dable. Oh, Dable's a good coach.
He's on the he might be the offensive coordinator there.
It's still good. I mean, Dable was there for the Bills when they were really good.
Oh, is it? It's Saleh.
Oh, that's right. It is Saleh.
The bald guy that the bald guy that Rodgers got fired.
Yep. Big Saleh.
I honestly put him 5-7.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
I can see him getting
they got him. They got him some more people to throw to. Carnell Tate, Wan'Dale Robinson's there now. They still need a running back, but Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears probably have enough gas in the tank left between the both of them to make it through the season.
Gas in the tank.
We need Nick Singleton season. We need it now.
Draft him?
Fish and I both have.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get him. You got on the run before I did?
I got him the pick before Fish did. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know. I saw the messages and the text.
Don't forget stacked there though.
They got Levi's jeans too.
Will Levis is still there?
Yes, he got hurt real bad.
Holy crap! I didn't know Mayonnaise Boy was still in the league. Next we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They went 13-4 last year. That was a surprise to everyone. Travis Hunter's the guy I was talking about. He's probably going to play a little bit both ways. He has been in camp. Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, Travis Hunter.
Myers, baby.
It's going to be your receiving core there, with Trevor Lawrence being the QB. Defense is pretty good. Really good pass rush. Trevon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. I could see this team doing well next year, just not as well as they did the year previous. I could see them going. They had 13 wins. I could see them getting 11.
Yeah, 11 and 13. I think the biggest question is if Tootin can take the step he needs now that Etienne's gone and he's going to be the guy.
Well, that's not
Abdulah's still in the league, so we might see him get some touches.
Might be Tootin, might be Chris Rodriguez, might be LaQuint Allen Jr., probably not him. But yeah, might be a combo of the first two guys.
As long as BTJ's not afraid of the ball again.
Oh, hey, guys, look who's next. Look who the last team is. We got the Indianapolis Colts. Danny Dimes is back, better than ever. He's got Alec Pierce, who's out for a while. Keenan Allen is in. Josh Downs is in. Tyler Warren's in. How do we feel about this team? Jonathan Taylor still there. We think this team's gonna
8 to 10.
You going 8 to 10?
8 to 10.
All right, I'll go 8 to 10.
Yeah.
All right, now looking at this, is there anything you guys want to change? Want to talk about more?
Chiefs are up too high. Fuck the Chiefs.
You don't agree with the Chiefs being that high?
I'm kidding. I'm making a joke. Calm down. I want them to lose. I want Travis to retire. Sick of hearing about it. No, I think it looks good. I mean, the San Francisco's the only one I have a little bit of quarrels with, but they're literally, they could go either way there. 5 and 7 or 8 and 10. It just all depends on how the cards fall. Shit, they could shoot up to 11 and 13 like they did last year somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think the 3 teams we have though that with 14 plus are really the only 3 that I can fully see doing that. Again, we talked about the Bengals and the Ravens if everything goes right, but those 3 teams they could have a couple things go wrong and they're still winning 14 games.
I think the first 4 teams that we have at 11 and 13 could get 14 wins if everything goes well. But yeah, I think that this was I think I'm happy with this.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we're going to do, I think, our Dudes We Like show. Might ask Ben to come back and be a part of that.
Nobody.
So we'll see you then. We'll see you next Wednesday. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what we got wrong. Tell us why we're stupid. We appreciate the engagement. Always CGG. Thanks for being a gent. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye.